to you all. I am K N Kamath, and my wife Neha N Kamath. I'm glad she is active in this group and is you all know her. And I have two. First child is Sarthak. He has done MBBS from Ramaya Medical College, and he has done MD from Kempegowda Institute of Medical Science, and now he is working as an assistant professor in Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Medical College and Hospital. He has Duchenne's MD, DMD. My second child, Sanmita, she has done her pre-university from Jain College, interior architecture from Lisa, a French school. Now she's working in the Canvas. Uh, Her specialty is corporate and interior designing. Now, my talk is going to be about four parts. First part is caretaker. As a caretaker to Dr. Sarthak, what a little bit I'm doing, and the second part is change the way you look at nazariya chahiye bare mein. Then third one is going to be for support. What all kind of support we get from from the family, friends, and the people. This is how I'm going to talk to you. I think after that it will be followed with answers. Now, first caretaker. Actually, when we came to know that Sarthak is diagnosed for DMD, the first reaction was we were shocked, and it was kind of like the yes, we need to we from there, and we moved on. Now, as a caretaker during MBBS period, Neha used to carry him in Ramaya Medical College, and after that, when he is doing MD, when he is now, I'm as I have retired now from I'm an engineer. I retired. I spend as much as of time with him uh, as possible. I travel doing my this thing also when I'm working also. I have tried to come back late night also. Even if it is Delhi, I go by the flight, come in the late night, and so that I can be with him, uh, put him to the bed, so that I'll be with him. And apart from that, as a care for the caretaking, uh, during night time, 2-3 times at least, he has to change his positions. Hindi mein karvate badalna. So there he calls me, and I go and change him. And apart from that, mental support whatever is required, emotional support whatever is required, and I'll ensure he undergoes the physiotherapy almost every daily, and I also take ensure that he takes his medicines which are prescribed by the doctors properly. This is caretaker, and the change the way you look at a. This is what I wanted to of us are in the same boat, because one or more than one child of us MD, and definitely a painful situation. It is it may be human to forget 100 good and to remember that one bad thing which has happened. Natural as it has deeply hurt us, and what is deeply hurt us cannot be forgotten easily. However, going through this pain repeatedly, that means memorizing the same pain again and again and again, will it going to help us? Going to help our children? Definitely not. But as parents, the thoughts will keep coming to our mind. We need to throw that thing out. Also, know that if we undergo this kind of a situation, our children will be also looking at us. They will also get depressed. So be cheerful as much as possible. Few good things, cherish the memories of good things, and increase such memories more and more. We go out together more, If we are going once in 2 months, make it once a month. Or you are traveling once a year somewhere outside, you please increase it twice in a year, something like that, so that you can all have more such memories and you can cherish those memories. Therefore, while there is always going to be pain, to focus on positives and cherish these memories of happy moments in joy, even for a moment. It's worth it. Now, one Nazariya change the way you look at it. I thought how you one stanza of a ghazal I would like to tell you. I hope you will like it. So normally when you see a stars, what do you see? So they say it's star, it is blinking, things like that. But Talat Aziz has said very beautifully, हम अपनी शाम को जब नजरे जाम करते हैं, हम अपनी शाम को जब नजरे जाम करते हैं, अदब से हमको अदब से हमको अरे सलाम करते हैं, हे हम अपनी शाम को जब नजरे जाम करते हैं. So if we look at that way, we feel that even that sitare is going to salute us. So nazariya badalna chahiye, change the way you look at the situation. Now coming back to the support system. Sneha and me, this support system is taken for granted. We are parents. Now, coming to Sarthak's sister, Sanmita, a wonderful child. A wonderful child. I'm blessed to have her as my daughter. I feel guilty sometimes. I could not give enough attention to her, which she deserves. So that pain is always there. So I request you also, have second child, you need to also focus on the second child. Not only she is Sarthak's sister, his body always takes a second opinion from her. Both are foodies, both love travel, both enjoy music, so both are positive thinking, and despite all odds, both are more mature than me and Sneha. Now, coming back to the support system, my parents and were also very, very supportive. One joking incident I would like to share with you. I hope you will like it. Once long back, when both my children were small, my in-laws were with us, and no, Sanmita was playing with a small katori. Katori is like a small utensil, steel utensil. She was playing, throwing it up and catching it like that, and accidentally it fell on Sarthak's feet, toes, and it started slightly. My father-in-law said, "Why did you leg there?" So that means he loves his so much because is the only daughter he has. He's the only one child. So maybe when he looks at Sanmita, he cherishes those memories of his own daughter when she was young, and he likes her more. So in this particular incident, how so many times also we become partial and impartial. This is what I wanted to tell you. Sometimes we are partial to one child or the other child. Okay. Coming back to family, uh, my entire family have been very, very supportive. Few incidences, if I tell you, you would like. My mother is from Karkala, and Sarthak enjoys going to Karkala. Recently, we had been there. We have gone to the Gomateshwara statue. We visited there, and we went to our house, which was like a very big house, no, like any other houses you could see. It is built on a plot of 100 cents. It is kind of a luxury for people who are living in Bangalore, and lots of fruits trees and everything. And so because Sarthak is coming there, all of my family members who were nearby Mangalore, one of them is done his doctor, he has done MBBS, MD, and DM. He's working in Manipal itself, which is an hour drive from Karkala. He came. So about 5, 6 cars, all these people came to kind of meet Sarthak, and they made a small rose day kind of thing. They each of them presented a rose first, kind of showing us what he was like. Naughty. He was very, very naughty when he was a small child. From that childhood, how he has himself, come to become a doctor, MD, and all those things, and everybody spoke, and he was very, very happy. So these kind of memories we have to create, so that we are all, whatever small happiness is there, that has to be kind of celebrated a lot. One is that I would like to say. Second thing I would like to say is his trip to London. Do you know Sarthak stayed with Narendra Modi for 3 weeks in London in the same house? It is true, but he's not the same Narendra Modi though. That Narendra Modi stayed before marriage. Her maiden only brother Narendra Modi was there, and my cousin was getting married. Nimesh was getting married. So Sarthak and my mother had been to London. So he stayed with Narendra Modi, but not the same Narendra Modi. So these are he cherishes those memories also. He went there and how he met his cousins and that marriage. That's a different experience altogether. And now I talk to you about family. Let me tell you about friends. Um, Most of you, I think you will understand Hindi. If Jigri Dost has to be explained, then each one of the friends what Sarthak has are Jigri Dosts. They give, उनका जान दे देंगे सार्थक के लिए कुछ भी करेंगे. One of the best friends circle he has, very, very good circle. I could name few of them. One I definitely remember is Prachura. He is an engineer. He is a chess champion. He was almost about to get a Ekalavya award, and now he's a movie producer. I think a couple of months one movie will be coming, from him. And another friend from him is Yash Mehta. So almost we remember each time going to his home during his birthday or something like that, he coming. So he has never missed Yash Mehta or Prachura or any one of these. I've never missed birthday party of Dr. Sarthak. They've come home, however busy they are, wherever they are, they meet him and greet him. And the other one is Anish Ankalgi, wonderful boy, wonderful, wonderful boy. So I remember when we had gone to Mysore or Hubli, we need something to be done. I just called from Sarthak to him, things are arranged. Things are arranged. He just said, go. We wanted to go to famous temple in Hubli. And the queue is like serpentine queue to go in. Then we thought what to do. Sarthak has very little time because he was being the chief guest for a function. We can't stand or go there. So I immediately called Uncle. He remembers and he said, "Don't worry, we'll organize." And from a VIP kind of a thing treatment from another door where the exit is there, we were taken inside. We had a darshanam of Maji, and we prayed for him. And he was garland and other things and all they gave like a VIP. We got a treatment. Really, Mahishasura Mardini, we blessed. And thank you, Anish, for us. Rohit, there are two Rohits. One is his classmate during his. We have also attended his wedding. He comes definitely. He comes for his birthday parties. He will there. Another is Rohit Krishna. I should. He was his co-PG when he is in KIMS. They both of them have done the PG in MD psychiatry together. They were both of them together. They have done. Then Dr. Amit Kamath. I remember his name, and we did go to all the way to Mangalore to attend his his wedding about 1.5 years back. And Krishna PG, we went to Kerala along with Sarthak to attend his engagement, and again we went to Pondicherry to attend his wedding. So very close. They're very, very close. Jigri those, really, really those. And Dr. Siddharth Bhai, he's an ophthalmologist and one person. He did his studies from AIMS, Delhi. He's in Delhi, he's working, but whenever he's in Bangalore, he will find time. He's a small kid now, but still he'll come home, meet Sarthak, and exchange views, spend some quality time with them and spend. So this we are very grateful for how all these people have helped Sarthak achieve what he has achieved. And of course, from DA, how can we forget them? Definitely not. Few incidences, sorry, if I tell everything, like equal to will be next week and part 2 now. But I should thank Mr. Manish Kaushal. His son also is a DMD, and he has come over to our home. We remember, nice boy. And when Sarthak was in second year MBBS, we had taken him to Mumbai for treatment of treatment. So at that time we were worried, how do we take him in a flight if we have to go in a bus and then transfer him to a kind of things. So immediately what I remembered, oh yeah, I know Manish. I called Manish Kaushal. I said Sarthak is there with us. He said, don't worry. So when we went, actually that departure was supposed to take place somewhere else, where the buses will take you to a thing and all. He organized. He is working in airport authority. He was very, very helpful. Thankful. We are grateful to him. He ensured that there is an aero tunnel, so we can straight away take Sarthak inside. Now, even in Mumbai, he told his friend, there, of course, they could not get a aero tunnel because it depends on when you land, whether any of the aero tunnel is free, things like that. Because, unloading and all people coming out takes easily 15-20 minutes. So it should be free, etc. But he organized another method by which a container kind of thing which comes out on the other side. You're all getting down. The container comes and it levels. The wheelchair can be straight away pushed into that. That gets that like a truck, the truck, and you go to the place and get down. So circle we have. Thank you, Manish ji. I really remember those things. Dear Ameya's father, Mahesh Karpur ji. I think I hope also there. Very, very thankful to him. So to show us how a kind of this hoist is working, etc. So in his house they invited, and he has shown it also. He said he will also get us one if required from UK. He tried his level bus to get us. Unfortunately, no, it got lost during transit. But very, very helpful person. I thank you, Mahesh Karpurji, for your help. Then dear Vishwaraj and Hriday Raj, I hope I'm taking their name rightly. Their mother, Nirmal Parab, a wonderful person. They invited us to her house. Myself, Sarthak, and Sneha, all of us had gone to her house. Met both Vishwaraj and Hriday Raj there. And in fact, we were like pleasantly surprised to see her house, very big house, bedroom house, each bedroom so big. And उनका मन तो उससे भी बहुत बड़ा है, very, very. And we thank her. In fact, about a month back, I think my Sneha called her, said that we wanted to try out how this wheelchair going inside the physical workout. No, no, I'll driver. She sent along with the driver that how we could do trial whether we can take Sarthak. Sarthak is very tall. I think he should be when I can't measure. He should be close to 6 possible. Okay, he would have been like a volleyball player. So anyway, we could not work, but immediately this kind of a help coming from Nirmal Parabji, we really thank you, madam. And another time we wanted to see how the hoist works, or how the in a small inbuilt mechanism is made, a small hoist kind of a thing. We definitely told Raghubai ma'am, And Ravi Kiran himself, Ravi Kiran, dear Ravi Kiran's mother, both of them came to our house just to demonstrate how that works. No, we are very, very grateful to you, Ravi. Really, thank you very much. Because of this kind of a support we are getting from family, from friends, and friends within the, we could, overcome whatever pain and other things what we have gone through, and we could achieve what all we could kind of do. This is what I wanted to tell you, and there are certain takeaways. As I'm concluding session, I'm takeaways. First and foremost, please encourage your children to continue study. Come what so may, कितना भी मुश्किल हो, आप उनको स्कूल भेजिए. अगर वो स्कूल कोऑपरेट नहीं कर रहा है, सार्थक को भी दूसरा स्कूल ढूंढिए. प्लीज फाइंड अनदर स्कूल. देयर विल बी वन in your own town or a city which will be very helpful to you, and they will definitely get that go to that place, and they should continue their education. Basic education is a must for them. Second thing, 100 people will come and tell you 100 advices. Please don't listen to them. You want, you can discuss with this team. Already people have gone through those things and all that. Don't try something new. It's not that, apart from not helping him, it is going to create more problem for you. So please do validate before medicine. But we are parents. Somebody says, inka ho gaya, aisa ho gaya. So we will just go for create that we should try to avoid and don't do. Then please go to a good doctor, and whatever he advises, you do take. Those medicines you have to take. And I Baptist Hospital is also doing very good on Duchenne's muscular. And earlier we were going to Nimans, we were taking Sarthak, we were taking to Nimans. Please find who is the best neurologist or a best doctor for this. Take them in a regular. And the fourth thing I tell you is, unfortunately, heart also a muscle, lungs also are a muscle. We need to take care of our children very, very. One is taking to a respective cardiologist. He will check and have a medication which they can, which simple, once a day or something like that. It will definitely help you. And lungs, please do take maximum preventions. Even though with all this we are negligent, and Sarthak ago he had pneumonia, and we went through real. And I request you, at that asked our physician, he said there is an injection being doctor. He also had forgotten injection called flu shot. You can talk to your doctor. Can it be given? How can be given? When it can be given? In my understanding is that its validity is just an year. So, somewhere during August and September. Now is the time during which these vaccines do come. Get one shot. We take, even his helper will give them. All my mother, myself, my wife, my daughter, all of us go take that this, because we should not get a flu or something like that. Because of us, he should not get it. So, you know, a precaution for the lung and the heart is a must, so that they can cherish, enjoy their these things. Now, last but not the least, I felt, uh, how is a father and child's journey. You approximately, depending upon when you get married and all, you will have a child when you are between 25 to first child, I mean 25 to 30 or 32 years, you will have first child. So be with them possibly for 45 years, roughly. I'm saying 45 years. Um, this relation, father son, father daughter, mother son, whatever it is, divide them into three portions. Okay. First portion is when the child from born till 15 years. This I call as parenting and caring. Now, you have to put strict rules. You have to be strict with them. There, you cannot be kind of very lenient and all. But give space so that your child will come back to you when there is trouble. He or she should not be anywhere else. He should be having freedom to come to the parents and talk, I have this problem. So you should be strict, but you should not be so strict so that they fear to come near you. No. Discipline them in private. I repeat this. Most of you, I think, have worked in organization. You know how the reprimands are done. It is done in a closed room. The boss is there and the subordinate is there. Why it is being done? It is, we all know, Indians know, Dushta Shikshana, Shishta Rakshana. Something good, you need to praise. Something bad, it has to be punished. So that that punishment is done so that that person knows and he will not repeat those mistakes or reduces that mistake. So disciplining them has to be in, you have a lot of relatives in front of them, don't scold them. Please take him to a room, ask, come here, I want to talk to you, and reprimand them. And you finish that in a minute or maximum two. After that, keep on talking about that is not allowed. Just tell 1 or 2 minutes and say this is not acceptable. You come back. It will affect them. They will improve on that. Then appreciate them in public. So when they do good job, in front of all, you have to pat their back. Smallest one also, you should appreciate that. This is what I say, parenting and caring. Hmm. And you need to help them with the time because they don't know how the time plans work. Like one incident I would like to tell you. During 10th standard, Sarthak was kind of getting nervous. And how do I study? I have only so many days left, 52 days if I'm right, days left. And how do I cover all the subjects? What I did is I sat with him and said that you relax like any day. When do you want to get up? Up to what time you can study? Then relax, play games, whatever it is. Again, do like that. So in a day, let's say that you get 10 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours, whatever is that, you write down 12 hours. From now till the exam, you know exactly how many days are there. So you multiply by that hours, you get X hour. Now, allocation of that time should be such a way that the most difficult, I'll ask him, what is your most difficult? He said, maths. I hate maths. So, okay, you need to focus more times on maths. So, your 30% of your time you should have spent on maths, or 40% of your total allotted time available you should spend on. You put a timetable and give them. You say that 9 to 11 continuously he can't do maths. So in a day you say 1 or 2 hours, then you give some other subject, his favorite subject, another thing. Again, come back in the evening, again a bit of maths. But overall, you spend more time on that. I think Sarthak says here it has helped. So you should tell them how to do their time management. It is very, very useful, and they will practice it, and they will um, push them to try new things. I'm saying they will say, no, I don't want. Push them to try new things. And it's okay even if they cry or something like that, you push them. I remember pushing Sanmita for a uh, music class, which is Carnatic music. I said, you should learn. You should learn new things. And I also used to take Sarthak, I or Sneha used to take Sarthak when we were in Vijayanagar, to taking him to a Hindustani classical vocal things. They also did the keyboard, and which they like things also. But you have to push them to try something new. Otherwise, they'll go into the comfort zone. No, that's not allowed. When they are young, they need to think a lot of other things. When all this will help. Now, you about how that first 15 years parenting and caring will work. The next stage, when your child is more than 15 years and up to 30 years out, they are buddy friends. They are like your friends. So if you are having drink, you should offer them also. Your daughter or son, he said, cheers, let's have drink. A movie, you go with them together. So treat them like adult, understand, and give them equal importance. That's what I'm saying. Going to a movie, you cannot say, okay, we are going here. No, you are talking movie. He'll also have equal right. You will also have equal right. Then ultimately voting, you do whatever. Ultimately, what is majority, you go to that movie together. And um, you have to find common activities, hobbies, which you have interest and he or she has interest. You try to do that more so that you can restaurant, whether it is which song to listen to when we are traveling to holiday, or which holiday to go, they will have equal. Not during up to 15 years, they will not have maturity, which is parenting is there. So have equal right stage, which is when they are more than 30 years, learning from children. Please listen here carefully. Today's world is so fast changing that children know far better than us. We need to learn. As Sarthak is a doctor, we normally get diagnosed from him. And apart from that, we go to our physician, not that we'll. But 99.9% of the time, what he has diagnosed is the thing he will give, he or me or Sneha. And Sanmita is an interior architect, so we get lots to learn from her in where to keep what in the interior. Even though she is specialized into a, interior architecture, interior designing for a corporate world, her artistic mind works well. Even in our house, what to do, where to do, things we need to take their guidance also. These children are tech savvy. We are not so much. So they know far better what is the better things, how to do. In fact, today I didn't know how to go to this talk. No, I was getting stuck and all. Sanmita did come and help me. Set me right in this thing. And as they are evolving, it is up to us not to stay behind. I understand what you say. When they are more than 30, they are adults. They are said the adults. We need to learn from them. Give them the longest. No, it's not even kite. You live like that. You need to learn them so they can expand their thinking. Fantastic thing for and for their own career and things like that. And most of the decisions today, whether we want to go to any restaurant, let me tell you, it is made not by Sneha or me. We do a little bit, we lose. It will be decided by Sarthak and it will be decided by Sanmita. And believe me, 9 out of 10, their decisions will be very, very right. So some of recently we had gone to Goki Goose. I don't know, the first time we are going because of Sarthak. He said to try this fondue. I remember the fondue is the one where in the Archie comics we used to see that Romans taking that orgy like thing. So that is the one food they ordered. Very nice. We enjoyed each of the food there was very tasty. We went. Or he likes Mexican, so we had gone to Sanchez also 2-3 times. So fantastic restaurant. I should say. And then they said Mayor Kitchen. K is silent, I think. So that is for Cambodian things or German dish. They explore different tastes. For first time while eating, we feel a bit kind of odd, but we ultimately like. Or any holiday destinations, they decide. They said I wanted to go. I said I wanted to go to Chikmagalur. They said no. There's a place here. Let's go there. No, that was a fun, wonderful experience we had. And any place like Pondicherry, it was selected by Sarthak and Sanmita. We all enjoyed together. So they will have a say. We will have less. Here I end. This is how our journey is. You all. And now I request if any question and answer session is there, please.
Kamath, for a wonderful, motivating talk and sharing your journey with us. It has been truly very insightful. And as you said, we the good memories and move on in life. And also your takeaways about all the takeaways were very, very important. And I think all parents should definitely keep that in mind as they navigate this journey. If anybody has questions, kindly raise your hands. And we request everyone not to ask questions regarding medication. And you may please raise your hand so that one at a time and ask him. They can have an interactive session.
I'm not able to hear.
Sir, can you hear us?
Silent. I opened.
It seems some audio problem at his end, ma'am.
Yeah, looks like.
Sanmita Repeat. Yeah, can you please repeat once again, like?
Yeah, let me just see if he's. Hello, sir. Can you hear us?
I can hear you now.
As children,
Yeah.
and we have a lot to learn from experienced parents like you. We appreciate your sharing your journey with us, and we definitely, I think the biggest takeaway is that we should all change our nazariya, as you said, and cherish all the good memories as you've shared with us, and thank all the people who have helped us in our journey.
Thank you, Sharda ma'am. Thank you.
I would request if you have any questions, kindly raise your hand, and also humble request to everyone, kindly refrain from discussing medications. आपको जो भी पूछना है आप अपना हाथ उठाइए पूछ सकते हैं उनसे. So आप अपना anybody wants to ask questions, kindly raise your hands, please. So I just have one question meanwhile, like
Yeah,
how do you balance all your your career and family responsibilities?
you need to sacrifice a bit, madam. It's all like I had a lot of opportunities to go to. If I had gone to either Chhattisgarh or if I go to Delhi, etc. But I was kind of searching any thing, even though it's not a such high post, but it's okay. More, it's better to be in Bangalore as much as possible. And I was also in Hyderabad for a short duration, all the time trying to get back to Bangalore like that. You need to sacrifice. It's not, after all, not only the money which matters. Your quality time spent with your family does matter. So you need to choose. You need to definitely you have to give up something to get something else. And I do agree the all other career and all, somebody has put that all those are rubber balls. If it falls, you can get another job, you can get anything else, but you lose friends. No, it's a glass ball. Family, no, it's a glass ball. It fallen. So if you keep in mind, you are juggling everything. But if your career, you can else, but not your friends and relatives and other things. There you need to be very careful. So relationship has to be maintained. Priority. Unfortunately, in today's rat race, I'm seeing that's being neglected by many. But I think I hope it will change.
Thank you. If anybody has any questions, like Murli, I can't see the hands raised from my end.
Yeah, ma'am. The Vivo V2228. Vivo.
हेलो सर.
हेलो मैडम.
हाँ सर, मैं करीमनगर से हूँ.
हाँ जी.
हाँ, मेरा बेटा है,
हाँ
8-10 साल का है.
हाँ जी मैडम.
हाँ, उसको डीएमडी है. अभी
हाँ जी
उसकी फिजियोथेरेपी चल रही है.
ठीक है मैडम.
हाँ, तो हमने अभी 1 ईयर तक हॉस्पिटल में नहीं दिखाया, तो
हाँ,
घर
हाँ.
में टैबलेट चल रहे हैं और फिजियोथेरेपी चल रही है.
ठीक है.
तो आपने अपने बच्चों को क्या कौन सी ट्रीटमेंट दिए है क्या, कोई इंजेक्शन लगवाया है क्या, ऐसा मुझे
नहीं
पूछना था.
नहीं मैडम, नहीं. जो डॉक्टर प्रिस्क्राइब करते हैं विच इज वो मेडिसिन आपको उसके ही इज टेकिंग दैट 12 mg ऑफ आई फॉरगॉट द नेम ऑफ द
डिफॉल्ट.
so he is taking 12 mg of that every day. That has to be it's a must. If you should not you should give it as per the prescribed by the doctor. वो तो देना है. और फिजियो
वो मैं नहीं दे
ये
रही
बोल
हूँ सर, मैं अभी वो टैबलेट नहीं दे रही हूँ क्योंकि कुछ मुझे एक ने बताया कि वो टैबलेट देने से प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा करके बोला था, इसलिए वो मैंने अभी देना बंद कर दिया है.
नहीं मैडम, प्लीज, ही इज यंग. We did not know such a thing existed. Please consult your doctor, or you go to Baptist Hospital, or any other expertise is there in DMD. In my opinion, I attended seminar myself and Sneha both attended in it was St. John's Center, and where all our international people had come. They are shown before taking the medicine, after, especially DMD. If there may be others listening, I'm not sure that will work for other kind of a muscular dystrophy. But Duchenne muscular dystrophy, my limited knowledge, whatever is goes, it does help. और मैडम साइड इफेक्ट क्या है, थोड़ा सा
वही
उसका
इसीलिए
वजन
डर
बढ़ेगा।
के लिए मैंने देना बंद किया है। अभी घर में ही रागी जावा ऐसे फ्रूट्स में, क्योंकि टैबलेट से थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम होगा बॉडी में, साइड इफेक्ट आएगा करके बोले थे, इसलिए रागी जावा ऐसे दे रही मैं बच्चे को।
मैडम आप डॉक्टर्स को ही कंसल्ट करिए, फ्रेंड्स को तो मुझे मत करिए, ये मैं बता रहा हूँ। डॉक्टर राइट पर्सन, दे हैव स्टडीड 5.5 years of medicine, trust me, believe me, they will do right thing for your child, especially इसमें specialized I forgot her name, she Baptist hospital I was told. एक बार आप कौन सा सिटी में रहते हैं?
करीमनगर में रहते, हम हैदराबाद में जा सकते हैं, हैदराबाद में निम्स हॉस्पिटल है ना।
होंगे, I think even Sharda madam can tell you which. Please go to a physician, doctor, do not listen to.
ठीक है सर। Hello?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, you are staying at Karimnagar. I think that you are nearer to the Hyderabad NIMS hospital. You know, either you can approach Surya Prabha ma'am or Shirisha. You know, they both are actually, you know, experts in the DMD. In NIMS,
Okay.
you can approach them, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
सर एक बार एक नाम बताइए फिर से, सूर्या मैडम।
Yeah, Surya Prabha or
सूर्य प्रभा,
Dr. Shirisha.
शिरीषा, ओके
Okay, okay.
थैंक यू।
Yeah.
और दूसरा मैडम और एक बताना चाहता हूँ,
हाँ सर बताइए।
फिजियोथेरेपी जरूरी करना, हर दिन करना। अगर संडे नहीं करना चाहते, बाकी दिन अभी भी सार्थक अभी भी कर रहा है, ये मुश्किल है।
फिजियोथेरेपी अभी चल रही है सर, फिजियोथेरेपी तो रेगुलरली डे हम रोज करवाते हैं बच्चे को।
वेरी गुड मैडम, क्योंकि इसमें बहुत दुख की बात है कि इतना फिजियोथेरेपी, इतना कष्ट उठाने के बाद भी इम्प्रूवमेंट नहीं हो रहा है। बट हमको ये याद रखना चाहिए, वो फिजियोथेरेपी करने से जो डिटीरियोरेशन हो रहा है वो होगा ही, बट वो बहुत कम होगा। आई विल रिपीट व्हाट आई ट्राई टू टेल। अगर हमने फिजियोथेरेपी नहीं किया, उसका मसल बहुत वीक हो जाएंगे,
ठीक हो जाएगा, वो इसका तो डर है हमें।
वीक होंगे, बहुत कम होंगे। तो जो अगर 5, 6, 7 बरस के बाद होगा, 1 बरस में हो सकता है फिजियोथेरेपी ना करने से। ये हमको याद रखना है और सेल्फ मोटिवेट करके आगे चलना है। फिजियो जो मेडिसिन डॉक्टर बोलते हैं उसको देना है टू एनीबडी एक्सपर्टीज इन दिस प्लेस। हाँ जी मैडम, आई होप आई हैव आंसर्ड योर क्वेश्चन मैडम।
Yeah, thank you, sir. And anybody else?
Yeah, ma'am. One more. Yeah, Rama is there. Rama raised that hand.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, please.
Very good evening, sir.
Good evening, madam.
आपका तलत अजीज जी का जो गजल था बहुत अच्छा था। हमारे लिए और एक हो गए तो बहुत अच्छा होता। Thank you.
Don't know if there are no questions. I can try something. I don't know which one. Talat Aziz nahi. का सुना लूं सर, एक स्टैंजा सुना लूं?
जी, very good. We will welcome it.
छुपके रात दिन आंसू बहाया है, चुपके रात दिन।
Yeah, ma'am.
I can't. It's got frozen. I think it's.
No, ma'am. No, it is on, ma'am.
I can't hear him.
No, it is on, ma'am. I think that it has got struck. Yeah.
Frozen. Yeah, the thing is frozen.
Yeah. Sanmita, can you please? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, got it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, we are very thankful to Sanmita.
Yeah, हाँ जी। शी इज वेरी वेरी टेक्निकल, टेक सेवी है वो आके कुछ हो गया देखो वापस कुछ वीडियो चला गया. You be here only, Sangeeta.
So can you please sing, sir? We were enjoying it.
Okay. Okay. Now our many times we have heard ghazals are sung in subjects are either romantic or they are into like intoxication, drinks and other things. One I found like a Sufi kind of thing, very very strange. First time I heard a ghazal, I was said, "Hey, ऐसा भी हो सकता है क्या?" Maybe if all of you like, I'll try to sing that. अब कहाँ हूँ कहाँ नहीं हूँ मैं, अब कहाँ हूँ कहाँ नहीं हूँ मैं, जिस जगह हूँ वहाँ नहीं हूँ मैं, कोई आवाज दे रहा है मुझे, कोई कह दे यहाँ नहीं हूँ मैं हवा हूँ कहाँ वतन मेरा, मैं हवा हूँ कहाँ वतन मेरा, दश्त मेरा आना ये चमन मेरा, मैं हवा हूँ कहाँ वतन मेरा. लास्ट स्टैंजा गा लेता हूँ, उसमें आपको पता चलेगा, बहुत अच्छा है गजल. लास्ट में मेरी मैयत पे, मेरी मैयत पे कोई रोया है, मेरी मैयत पे कोई रोया है, इसलिए जल गया कफन मेरा, इसलिए जल गया कफन मेरा, दश्त मेरा आना ये चमन मेरा. ये पूरा गजल बहुत अच्छा है, but a lot of people may be not liking it, so I just told the first mukda or the last stanza. Thank you.
So that was so wonderful. So if I may ask a couple of questions to you.
Please.
So first, I have 2-3 of them actually. First, you said you have traveled a lot with the children. I mean, with Sarthak too. Considering that there is no accessibility either in hotels or when we travel in the transport system, so, did you go by your own car or how did you manage all these things? Like,
very nice question. In fact, I also want to ask people. So earlier when he was kind of lighter, so we could take him to abroad and all that. Now we are not able to. As far as possible, where we can reach in the 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, that is our, like, we are going to Hubli, we are going to Pondicherry, we are going to Kerala, we are going to, like that. We are going to Kabini, we are going to Chikmagalur, we are like that. We are going to Mangalore, Udupi. So where we can travel within about 7 hours, 8 hours in a road kind of a journey, we are taking him. And we take bucket seat kind of a this Toyota hired vehicle. Luckily, one very good condition is there. Actually, this is being used by Raghu Dikshit ji, the same driver we know, who Raghu Dikshit, whenever he travels for his tour, or Mr. Hegde, he goes for singing and other things. He uses that particular driver we know. So we book him. So that condition, he keeps it very good. And though a bit expensive, we like to go there. And we select, not a selection, I told, the place where we go is selected by Sarthak and Sangeeta. They choose whether they will ask the manager and whether it is accessible, ramp is there. They ask them to send up photographs, And they do all the background studies, Sarthak and Sanmita, thanks to them. And we also search for wheelchair friendly rooms. I should say in Udupi, we had been. There's a Manipal, there's one Radisson Hotel. Fantastic. They have a room for this particular thing. And many times you put your foot and say, no, हमको चाहिए चाहिए. वो बता देंगे कुछ ना कुछ arrangement करेंगे madam. And we had been to that, which is that place, Sanmita? No, Tamara Resort. They said you cannot bring your son. Because area actually your child is less than 11, 12 years is not at all allowed also. I said nothing doing. I'm going to pay this amount and we are coming with Sarthak. Then they said, oh, sir, we'll do one thing. Let him eat in the room only. We will arrange all the things. I said, no. You have such a beautiful thing. Restaurant is there. वहाँ वो glass bottom है. Like 2-3 floor का नीचे पानी सब गिर रहा है. उतना अच्छा जगह में बैठ के हमको खाना है. हमको उसको रूम में बिठा के नहीं खाना है. So we said, no, sir, what do we do? Sir, ministers have come. We are not allowed the petrol and diesel vehicles inside. Only we have organized this battery vehicles. I said, then do arrangement for that, some belt gate laga ke. But the problem there is that all these buggies are German or European standard. So the driver sits on the other side. So putting him into the place is not possible. They tried and they had made an arrangement. He said, not, and that's what they are telling, they are not allowed even ministers to allow the cars inside. They made one car separately, bring Sarthak inside. And when we were staying for 3 days in Tamara, all the 3 nights, 4 days, that car was kind of, when we called, that was coming there. And believe me, they didn't charge extra for that. They said, yes, it is our pleasure. Sarthak is come here. And you need to put your foot down. नहीं नहीं हमको चाहिए. और एक मैं बताना चाहता हूँ. When we went to Mauritius, they said, sir, this sandy area, your wheelchair will not go. I said, I'll put him into the back, and that time is not so, but I have to take him. He has to, sir, how can we take him in a submarine? I said, you have to take. I don't know how you do. You put your foot, I don't know what. I've already paid. You have to get, all of us will go. No, let him sit here. You enjoy. I said, no. I said, nahi chalega. Humko le jana hai. I brought some kind of a Velcro, this thing. I said, I'll put like this, like a bag, and I'll carry him down. Then they said, Acha, sir, aap mat karo. Anything happens to him, then we'll be responsible. What they did in the submarine, it's not a big submarine, about 7-seater and all. So they stood in 3 different places. And one person transferred Sarthak to the next, and they made him sit, and he enjoyed beautifully. That he now also cherishes those memories of Mauritius. We there for 9 nights, wonderful memories we have. But you need to tell, nahi chalega. So he has every right. उनको चाहिए भी चाहिए. So they will do some changes. यार वो मिनिस्टर को नहीं करते होंगे क्योंकि मिनिस्टर चल के आ सकते तो उनको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा. बट हमारा बेटे के लिए है, he has to enjoy, he has to come to the restaurant. Most of the time ठोकना मत यार. You will tell him बेटा घर में बैठ, एक गेट मत करो. You should allow them. You should allow them. That's what I feel.
Thank you, sir. Another question. This is on behalf of all the community, parents that we come across as we deal with them. A couple of things. One is, how do you resolve differences? If it's personal, please don't answer, because sometimes it's very essential that parents should be on the same page, and there are differences between parents, between spouses, as you know. So how do you resolve such issues so that going forward, other parents will get inspiration from that?
Can you repeat the question, madam? I could not understand.
No, very fine that not on the same page regarding the treatment to the children. Correct. What advice or suggestions, or did you face such situations? If it's personal, please don't answer. But how
Madam,
do you
husband and wife will fight for no. अगर कोई भी नहीं है फिर भी हम fight करते रहते हैं. वो चलता रहेगा, हर घर में है, वो है. But ultimately, you need to choose what is good for your child. When it comes to your child and good for him, both of you finally agree upon. क्योंकि you see from that point what is good for him, then either you bend or she bends or whatever it is, one of them, and or we will come to some other in between, some other resolution. So you ultimately, sometimes mistake hota hai. So we argued a lot. We should not undergo the tender release, what you call as I was very against that, him undergoing a surgery. Because Sneha's felt if tomorrow something nice comes and his feet will be kind of like this. So unko ठीक करना वो हम operation. He went through. Really, I'm saying I couldn't see because he cannot be given any painkiller. So just imagine he has undergone tendon release in both hands, both legs. The latest son Sneha also said, yes, you are right. We should not have done. It's okay. होता है मैडम मेरा भी बहुत गलती हुआ है. Many times we make mistakes and she makes mistakes. We agree and move on. But झगड़ा आप जो बोल रहे हैं, argument जो बोल रहे हैं, so possibly husband and wife are the only people who fight with no reason. Okay, I am sure many of you agree with me.
Yes, sir. And also one more thing, like I know maybe you were fortunate that you have got the support of families and friends and everybody, but a large section of people, they do face social stigma. And yeah, so especially the women, they're blamed for no reason for something which is not in their hands. And did you ever have to deal with such situations or any time?
Many times. Almost 9 out of 10 times does such situation will come. So, but we need to educate them. Somewhere you have to be harsh, you have to be tell harshly. Many times घर में क्यों नहीं बैठा देते? ऐसे तो आप कौन है यार हमको बताने वाले? आप कौन होते हैं हमको बताने वाले? बोला उसको कष्ट दे रहे हैं, बोला किसने बताया? He wants to come to this restaurant. He has chosen this restaurant. हम ले आ रहे हैं. आपको कैसा कष्ट दिख रहा है? उसको उठा रहा है, ले आ रहा है, ये कर रहा है, वो कर रहा है. ठीक है. So you have to be harsh on that. Many times we have fought, including his own certificate, MBBS and MD certificate. That place is not wheelchair friendly. What else I can tell you? There I had to fight. Anyway, then he said, I went up, brought his signature leke diya, but still now they have not done any ramp there, despite being because they say very rarely, maybe Sarthak is the only, as in he is the first one to become an MBBS in the world with DMD, no? So maybe such people are not there. They never think in that direction. You need to keep on hammering that. Doesn't mean that each of that hammering it doesn't help. Finally, एक last blow में वो change होगा. लोग change होंगे. जरूर होंगे. In fact, when Sarthak was there, his PU class, there was no ramp. Now they have made a metallic ramp, you know, which whenever we go there, we see Sheshadri from PU college. There's a ramp. We have to carry 10 steps to him. Now there's a ramp. And when we were staying in Ashok Heights, friends, and this thing I forgot to tell. He used to enjoy in Ashok Heights, which is about 2 kilometers from here. We had Ashok, that apartment built by Ashok Leland. And about 69 families were there. Very, very helpful, very friendly. And when we came, all of us cried, you know, we also cried, they also cried. And they all made one shirt. They had made a dinner for us. On each one of them, white shirt, Sarthak's favorite shirt it is. They wrote in their pen, indelible pen, remarks and signature. He is now cherished. Now he says it doesn't allow me to touch that. He said, "Usko mat touch karo, rakho." So this is what is even over a period. They had put a ramp. Only A, B, C wing is there. B wing there was no ramp. They put a ramp. Apart from that, basement se humko aa sakte the. Wahan ramp lagaya. And here, currently where I am in Luxuria, unfortunately we are not able to take him in a clubhouse to the swimming pool, etc. Because there is no lift from first and second. Despite being one of the luxurious apartment, we've been fighting. I fought enough with the Satwa team and all that. Now we are trying our level best. Hopefully, a year, 2 or 3, something will come. We will not leave our fights. We will continue our fight. But all other places, we're coming to the basement, say, like, very nice apartment is there. And people are fantastic. 197 families are there. All are very nice. And in fact, I think you would have seen a video. Sarthak was made a chief guest 2 years back, and he did a flag hoisting on 15th of August. We were so proud. We were very, very proud.
Hello?
Yeah.
Please continue, sir.
Yeah, these are the things. You need to fight, madam. 9 out of 10 times, people think, ye kya kar raha hai, wo kya kar raha hai. You have to fight for it, what to do. It is their right. So every citizen in this India has a right. And if we have to fight for it, we'll fight for it. Over a period, things will change. But we will not change. We will keep up our fight. Hum to karenge, yaar.
Thank you, sir. That was so motivational for all of us. Sir, I just have a small suggestion for your daughter, since she's so talented and an architect. I know
Yes.
she's working in the corporate world, but maybe she should also consider having accessibility and disabled constructions, maybe going forward, for
all her design. Now she's doing a bit, sorry to interrupt you. She's already doing some designs in new terminal to couple of things and other things that she's most of her designs are like that. And actually previous company, she was asked to come Sanita, you answer it. Come here. Minutes, let her answer. You hear from horse's mouth. 2 minutes you give, she will come. So she was given an appointment in Hyderabad to run a full this thing.
No, actually, so I think that's a very good question. And now
come to the screen, please. We can't see you.
Yeah. So that's a very good question that you have asked, because right now what I see is when we are studying interior design and architecture, it is very essential to this is like one of the main points. Like you have to design for universal constraints or universal levels which ensures that anyone can access the building. So it is still how buildings are getting built in this country when it's not being met. Like even something as simple as having one step is not allowed in design. That's what we have learned. But unfortunately, in real life, that's not followed always because of a lot of things like politics or putting pressure on getting it built fast. There's a lot of things. But as designers, we ensure that all these things are taken care of. Something as simple as so I design corporate offices. That we have reception tables. So you have to make sure that the reception table is at a level which is accessible to anyone on the wheelchair, as well as someone who is standing as well. So you need to have two heights, and you need to have like a space for the wheelchair to go in, so they can keep the hands and write anything that they want to. That is just a small thing. Or even something like putting braille inscribed signages for the visually impaired. So things like this, these are just very few of the top of the list. But nowadays, at least in the work that we are doing there, it is unacceptable to not consider this. Like, this is a basic standard. We cannot even talk about can we do it. It has to be done.
Yeah, ma'am. I have a question on this regard. Can I ask Sharada, ma'am?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, Sanmita, this is Murali here. Thank you for coming online. See, what exactly is there in our law to accommodate facilities for disabled persons, especially for the wheelchair bound people, to reach their premises? What is there in our law? Do you have any idea about that?
Shall I answer that?
Please, sir,
I will send a video where Sarthak himself was invited by Chandana TV. Unfortunately, it is in Kannada.
Yeah.
And he has answered entire law. Each of these law for the disabled, even mentally disabled, physically disabled, and what the law says, what are the things he has talked at length. That video is with me. I can send it to you. That has come in Chandana TV on Christmas Day, this recent Christmas Day, 25th December 2022.
Okay.
That's the recent one, but it is in Kannada. Somebody can translate it.
Fine. I can understand Kannada to a certain extent, sir.
It is about a 15 minutes video.
Yeah. The thing is, actually, because of the
RPWD, all that is there in that.
Yes. Non-accessibility.
All acts which you are talking, RPWD and other thing, he has explained at length. You will just listen to 16 minutes video.
Yeah.
There are two people talked. One is him, and one is another colleague of Bangalore Medical College. She is also having a polio, and she had this thing. Both are there. You can, I think, web you will put Chandana TV, you may get it, but I'll send it to you, and you can circulate it to the group.
Sure.
So something I would like to say, like just before going to hand over back to my dad, is I think in the West, all this is common. Like, they have always considered it a right for people who are differently abled, that it has to be designed in a universal way. It has always been there, which is why people who go there find it easier. In India, I would say it's late. It's very late that we are doing it. We're taking the step now, but it's happening. There is a change which is happening, and I hope that in the next, 5 to 10 years, there are no buildings being built. Like it should not be allowed at all to build a building without, considering these standards, because these are very basic standards. It's not even for anyone who is differently abled. Even if I have injured something and I need to, be on the wheelchair for one day, I cannot enter the building if it is not friendly, yeah, wheelchair friendly. So it's very slow. There's a very slow change happening, but it is happening. So there are a lot of
last 10 years things are changing, like
Yeah.
see, developed world and developing world, I would like to add. So developed world, they have already developed, they have everything, they have deepest thinking, and they know that what is the contribution differently abled also is doing, and they know that they have to put 10 times more effort than a normal person to even do the normal work. They all know it, and that is how that kind of a focus is there. Now unfortunately India had 101 problems, so which one by one are getting lost. If I see a decade or little more than a decade, things are rapidly changing. Actually, whether it is gas to the poor, or the electricity to the poor, or many things are changing. Food security, the lowest of the like people who are not getting food even during COVID, or COVID vaccines were given free. These are something which is saying right things are happening to India. India is now taking the step. Thanks to ISRO, they have made us all proud a few days back, landing on first one to land in the moon on particular, on the Dakshina Dhruv. So we are very proud, and things are changing. Things are definitely changing, and it will do change. But we should not leave our fight. We should fight for it. No.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Sarada ma'am, we have a one chat question. Will
Yeah.
you able to see that, or you
Yeah.
want me to read out?
I can see, yeah.
Please.
So somebody has asked, at very initial stage of muscular dystrophy, how much will physiotherapy help? So if you can answer that. Hello, sir. Mr. Kamath, can you hear me, sir? I don't think he can hear us. Kamath, sir, can you hear us? Hello?
It got disconnected. Yeah, ma'am.
Connected, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. So there's a question from in the chat. Somebody has asked, at
Yeah.
the initial stage of muscular dystrophy, how much will physiotherapy help? So when did you start physiotherapy for your child? And
when we learned that physiotherapy is a must, he must be at that time a bit late only, maybe 12 or 13 possibly. At that time, we learned that physiotherapy is a must. Then from there onwards, we are trying for somebody to come home and do. Even now, Sarthak is not come because he is undergoing physiotherapy. Otherwise, he would not have missed this particular session.
yeah. So do you advise that an early intervention would have helped?
I'm not sure. Maybe yes. Maybe yes also. It would have delayed this thing. See, he used to play keyboard and all earlier. He had a standing ovation for keyboard and all. 2,000 people in Ramaya standing. He's not able. His hand muscles are weak now. He's not able to play keyboard. Maybe who knows? Hands played. I don't know, something. It would have delayed. See, ultimately we all know that it is going to deteriorate until some new cure has been found. But till then, whatever which delays this process, we should try, and we should not overdo it also. There's up to limit, up to so many hours only have to do. And blowing exercise is a must for that lungs exercise, whatever they say. And please, heaven's sake, again I repeat, consult your doctor for that shot, the vaccine for the flu, because prevent the happening of this thing. Prevent the happening of pneumonia and that is a very tough this thing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, Mr. Murli, anybody has raised hands? I'm not able to see from my end, please.
Yeah, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Nobody's there. Anybody else wants to ask any questions? किसी को कुछ पूछना है? Please take this opportunity. We have got a wonderful person, experienced parent who is answering questions. So I shall appreciate if anybody can ask any more questions.
Yeah, ma'am. I think that almost
Yeah.
it is 1.5 hours. I
Yeah.
think that yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
I
much.
thank Bharat MD Foundation for giving me this opportunity. I wish and hope, even if I change a little bit of the mind of people towards better things for the children, I think I've achieved what I am supposed to achieve. Thank you.
Thank you for all your advice and your motivational talks, sir. Thank you very much. Have a
Thank
great
you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm logging off, Mr. Murali, so that. Hello.
Yeah, ma'am. So I will be closing, and also
Yeah.
I'm announcing that if anybody wants to join, please join on time so that we can start the session immediately, exact time and dot. Thank you. I'm logging off. Thank you everyone for joining.